Yay, I think I'm live, but hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my green screen. There. You know why there's always a delay? So then I just basically wait a bit. Make sure that this is working. Okay, well, I know I'm working on YouTube. Hi, Beatrice. Thank you for joining. Now I just gotta make sure that I am live on Twitch. Okay, it says I'm online. Well, actually, it says sending data. I'm really excited for you guys to join me because I have a huge announcement today. Can you guys hear me okay with my mic? It's still waiting to join on Twitch. This is annoying me. Hold on. It cut me off. What the hell? Hold on. Sorry. I'm still waiting to get on my Twitch. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm still Look, it's playing on the same thing. Hi. Hi, DJ19. Okay, so now I'm live. My restream says that I'm not, but I am, I guess. So if you guys notice, see my arms are getting cropped off. So I have a green screen now and I look really yellow. Hold on. Do I look yes, less yellow? So I need to do something different today. So I have this green screen and I have an announcement to share with you guys. Don't mind me looking orange right now. I don't know why I look like this. Hey, Bryson, Menace of NJ, and June Bakhtat. I probably pronounced that wrong. Sorry. So I have a green screen, but I have a yellow background. But for my announcement, I have a very customized background. And I'm excited because I'm trying something different. So what I'm doing is I need to create this announcement video for my Instagram. But I also wanted to share it on Twitch and then also on my YouTube. So I'm trying this thing where I wasn't giving away the background yet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to record what my YouTube video would be like if I were to pre-record it. And it's to share this announcement I have and what I'm working on. So before I get into that, anyone who's watching me on YouTube, thank you. If you do have a Twitch, would love for you to switch over to Twitch just because I'm trying to build my Twitch. But okay, let me see if I do this right. So, okay, so that background looks way better than the yellow one. I should have just led with that. Okay, so I have to like adjust this. You guys are gonna learn green screen and how to adjust all this with me. Oh wow, I see everybody on my Twitch. Who else is on here? I'm gonna say all these names wrong, but I see you. It's Lair Labaz. Please tell me how to pronounce that because I know I just butchered the shit out of that, and I'm sorry. Cryness, it's Bryson, Neptuner. Can you put green screen on your ass? Nope. Yeah. Hello. There's Blaze, my moderator, one of my moderators. You just found your channel last week, just subscribed to your channel. Thank you so much. Okay. So for anyone who's just joining, I have a green screen now. Wait, I've always hated green screen. Okay, I was waiting for my camera to adjust. So I went to Columbia College in Chicago, and it's funny, I have like PTSD when it comes to green screens because I'm not a shy person and I'm really good in front of the camera, but I took up journalism and one of the classes was for green screen and doing the weather, and fuck doing that because that was so hard. And the reason it was so hard is because you're literally talking to a green wall. You can't see the green on here, but it's just a green wall. And when you're doing the weather, everything's opposite. So like right now I'm trying to like show that this is Instagram, but me going like that, oh, and I got cropped out and blurry. But me doing this, it's the complete opposite on camera. Let's see. Your hair is fire. Thank you. Put some music. I do need to do music. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll find music after this because I feel like it's going to get messed up. Or I don't know. Where can I find like, now I can't even do music right now. Maybe I'll find that after this and I'll add it in my edit when I do the actual announcement. So I wanted to do this video with this background because it obviously has to do with Instagram. But with how I'm standing, I don't like talking while I'm standing. So I have to switch my chairs. So this is, I'm going to show you guys everything. This is my desk chair. Can you see it? Whoa, that looks so trippy on green screen. So this is my desk chair. I'll put that to the side. Then I have just my like kitchen stool chair so I can sit. But, okay, let's see. Do you guys think I should record the video sitting like this or should I stand? I definitely feel more comfortable sitting. And I'm trying to center myself. Let's see. Wow, a lot of you guys are talking in different languages. So I don't know what you're saying. But if you can translate it, that would be great. Okay, so I think, yeah, it's Bryson says, do what makes you comfortable. You're right. Okay, so I'm just going to shoot it like this. Am I centered? See, this is like the struggles people go through when they're trying to create content. But usually when you watch people create content, it's like perfection. See, I am not. Told you because that green screen's opposite. I'm still not centered, am I? I can see the line of where I'm supposed to be centered. Go that way. This is so funny. Yes, June, like you said, the sitting is like when you sit on your steps. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm more centered now. Okay, good. I think that's good. Oh, I'm surprised that I can even still see what you guys are saying from this far. It's because I got LASIK. I used to be legally blind. We'll get into that after I finish this. So someone just asked, how tall are you? I am 4'11 and a half. And the reason I say 4'11 and a half is because when I say 5 flat, everyone says I'm a liar. So better conversation starter, just say 4'11 and a half, and I'm going to make that half count. So, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I love everyone that's talking in the chat. So I'm going to record this video so I can tell you the story and the big announcement as if I was pre-recording and I can't see the chat. Not ignoring it, and I'm going to acknowledge everything that I see in the chat on both YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, and it's hot as shit. I don't know why when people record or when you record content, it just gets like extremely hot. And you guys can't see the green lines or anything, right? Of the things, so I can start it. I'm 4'11 too, that's funny. You know, when you're 4'11, you know, okay, this is gonna be fucked up, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. If we were 1 inch shorter, I think it's 4'10 or 4'9, you can technically get a handicap sticker because, I don't know, I think that's fucked up that you are able to do that because it's like, especially if you don't need it. But I remember someone telling me that and it was just like, well, I don't know what to say to that. So like, thank you for the information, but yeah, 4'11. Okay, I'm gonna look away from the chat. I can see the chat right here on my screen, and I'm going to get into my news. So everyone pretend like I didn't tell you anything because like I said, when people usually shoot content, you don't see the whole process of that struggle that I just did. So we're gonna pretend I just came onto Twitch and YouTube and I'm live. And oh, they were talking shit in French. Nice. Well, if someone can teach me how to talk shit back in French, maybe we can learn that after because yes. Okay, so pretend like I didn't tell you anything. So when I record my YouTube videos, which I'm gonna stop now because I'd rather just do it here on Twitch, I never plan what I'm going to say. So I usually just turn on the camera. The camera's already on, and I'm going to start with my announcement. It's really hot, so it's like, and I like doing everything in one take, and if I mess up, I just keep going. So anyone who is a content creator and always like nitpicks or you're trying to be really perfect with it, people relate more when you can actually just like talk. So Here I go. Damn, like, how do I... It's funny because it's like, when I talk to myself, I'm like, all right, how do I start this? And I can sit there for a little bit because it's pre-recorded and I can edit that out. But I have people watching me, so this is kind of awkward. It's like, how the hell do I start? Record transfer to YouTube. Okay, I gotta stop looking at the chat. But of course, keep talking because I'm gonna acknowledge everything as long as you're not talking shit in French. But if you are talking shit in French, I will learn how to talk shit back. Okay. So today I have a really big announcement, and the biggest clue is my background. I'm one of the first of 10 creators on Instagram who's going to be live with Badges this week. And for those of you who don't know what Badges is, it's their new monetization platform where you can actually tip me during my lives, whether that's 99 cents, $1.99, or $4.99. And I can't believe that I'm one of the first 10 that's going to get it. And it's so big to be able to be working with Instagram and Facebook, but the biggest thing about this announcement and what I really want to share with you guys, and the most excited part about it, is the story behind it and how this even happened, the place I was in mentally when this happened, and it just, yeah. So if you're feeling down and you need to be motivated, I hope that this story of how this partnership came about can encourage you to like not give up on whatever it is that you want to accomplish in life. So I started Jen's Classroom, which is my Instagram live series that was inspired because I wanted to find a way to inspire the world during this time. The world is just absolutely crazy right now, and I wanted to be able to do interviews and be able to bring my relationships into interviews and then lives, and I just wanted to teach people with their other favorite people, so I came up with Jen's Classroom. I've done like 10 of them, so I've done them with Tinashe, Tech9, G Herbo, who else was there? Sammy, Leanne V. There's a lot. I can't think of all of them, but I've done at least 10. And whenever I did these interviews, they're always so much fun because I love talking. But if I'm being honest, I was getting discouraged because my interviews and my content weren't getting the numbers that I felt that they should be getting. And to me, I thought it had to be like thousands and 10,000s and millions of views. But that's something that has always been a struggle for me. I've been doing interviews and content for 10 years and it just would never stick. I have a few interviews that, have millions of views, but I really do believe that I don't get the numbers that everybody else gets because I don't look for drama. I don't want to talk about anything negative. I just want to talk about something inspiring and show a different side of these people that these artists and these celebrities that you look up to, which is why I never did anything for the numbers and for the look or to be popular. Like whatever I wanted to talk to someone about in an interview is what I genuinely wanted to know, which is why my interviews are always different from everybody else's. So I was discouraged by it, and I stopped for a little bit just because it was around the time of when my birthday was going to come up, and every time it's my birthday, I get all like critical about myself, and it's like, did I do enough from like this past year? Am I in the same place? Am I going to move forward, or what's going to be next? So I was discouraged, and I haven't done a classroom interview in a month now. So I didn't do it for a month. And then when I was just rethinking, like, what do I do next? I get this, well, first it was a DM. And I wasn't sure if it was real or if it was fake. And I didn't see the notification because I actually don't have my notifications on. And then there was a follow-up, and then it was an email from actual like Instagram and Facebook. And I was already so excited because I thought Facebook and Instagram hated me. So the reason I thought they hated me was because my Facebook got hacked sometime last year. Then it got deactivated. I never got it back. So I lost access to my fan page, which is verified and has like over 10,000 people who like the page. Instagram rejected me with verification, like I swear, like 5 different times in the last few years. So I kind of just was like, oh, I mean, I'm obviously doing something wrong. And it turns out that I wasn't. So I got on a call with this person, obviously not going to share that name. And she told me that they were really interested in the series, my classroom series that they saw me do. And they wanted to see if I wanted to be one of the creators to have Instagram badges first. And it's literally one of the first 10. Sorry, someone's fire alarm is going off like next door, so hopefully you guys can't hear it in this video. But anyway, it was crazy to me. So I found this out actually 3 weeks ago, but I didn't believe it, again, because it's Facebook and Instagram, and it's like, I don't have millions of followers or a following like that. And I just was in shock, and I didn't want to believe it was true, but I already signed the paperwork and everything, and I'm going live this week with badges. So I'm going to do it after my classroom interview with T-Boz, which will be this Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific, and then I'd like to go live with my Instagram badges at 4 p.m. Pacific. So my plan for that is I'd really like to do something where it's like who needs advice, and I think that's what that live is going to be. I want it to be really engaging, and then maybe I'll just tie in something like, oh, okay, well, if you're motivated, feel free to tip me with an Instagram badge. I don't know. Haven't really thought it through. Again, still just trying to wrap my head around all of it. And I'm really excited because now that I am working with them on this project, we've already talked about other things too. So it's like all this time I thought Facebook and Instagram hated me and that my interviews and my content weren't working, and all this time, like that's what made them want to reach out. So sorry for this long story, but I say all this to say you never know who's watching. You can, like, whatever goal or idea or dream that you have it for a reason, and it may not work out how you envision that it's supposed to work out, or how you plan for it to work out, or how you hope for it to work out, but it's going to work out, and it's actually going to work out better than what you thought it was supposed to be. So I don't know who needed to hear this, but whatever you're doing, even if it's only one person who is giving you that like or that support, or if it's nobody, or if you've been going at it for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, like, do not give up, because it's going to work out. You never know who's watching. You never know what God is doing behind the scenes to either like clear the path so that you're ready for that next chapter of your life, or to make sure that there's no obstacle that's going to be in your way when that opportunity comes. So I'm super excited. Yeah, like I said, I had a moment. I had a moment when that happened, because even when I had that first call, I text T-Boz right away, because we talked about how she was going to be my next classroom, and that was in May when we talked. And when we talked, even with that, I texted her and was like, hey, I know we were supposed to do a classroom, but are you open to doing it this following week? And I told her about what was going on. with Instagram, and I would love for her to help me like push that. And she asked me to call her, and I haven't seen her or talked to her in years, and that conversation too after that was crazy because she told me, I'm really excited for you and you deserve this because you've been working so hard. And she said that she's tired of seeing these booty heifers, and she used an example. I'm not obviously going to say that name, but she said, I'm so tired of seeing booty heifers getting this recognition when it's like, hello, I know someone who deserves that. And she said that, you know, ever since she met me, she knew I was a great person and that she's going to support anything that I do. So just getting that call from Facebook and Instagram, and then being able to make that call to T-Boz, and to just know like I actually have that kind of support despite whatever society thinks you're supposed to have or what you're supposed to look like. To be able to have that is like a huge blessing. Not to freak you guys out, but you know, I said someone's fire alarm went off. It legit smells like I can smell smoke. That's why I kept like, can you guys hear the fire alarm? That kind of ruined my video, but I'm just going to keep going. It really does smell like smoke. So I don't know, Twitch and YouTube, if you see fire or like smoke or something, shit, someone call someone and tell them Jen just fucking got lit up while she was sharing her inspiring story. So yeah, that's my story. And that was really it. Like, that was the announcement. I'm so excited that I was able to do it with this green screen. And yeah, so damn, well, usually I'm supposed to end videos when I do it, but I'm live, so you can't really end it. So I guess that's the end of my segment as far as my Instagram announcement. This was kind of hard because I kept looking at the screen to make sure that I wasn't blurry and trying not to look at the chat. But that's my story. Hope it inspired you. And please, if you're free Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, please join my live. Or if you have advice that you need, just comment it below and let me know. And they said I only have to go live for a little bit, but I think I'm going to go live for at least an hour. I think that would be better. So I'm really excited. So thank you to my amazing contact at Facebook and Instagram. I'm not saying your name because I'm not gonna throw you out there like that, but thank you for being so helpful and with everything, and even considering me for this opportunity. I think that's one thing people don't realize. It's like, I appreciate every opportunity that I get, because that opportunity could have been given to anybody else in the world, but they gave it to you. So be grateful for that, and I am grateful for that, and I'm just really excited to see what comes from here. So that's the end of my big announcement and my very inspiring story. That's what I called this thing. So now I can go back to the chat and see. I kind of like this setup of this, of just talking. What should I change my background to now? Okay, let's see. I see congratulations on the Instagram Live project. I like the Master P interview. Thank you. Oh man, even that Master P. Oh, I have a funny story about that. That's a good one. Maybe we can watch that. Let's see. You miss the shots you don't take, homie. Exactly. 100. I'm sorry if this comes off thirsty, but my God, did God do well creating you? That doesn't come off thirsty. Thank you. You're gorgeous. Booty heifers. Yeah, haven't heard that one before. Yeah, I didn't either. And the funny part about the booty heifer thing is that the person she named, I swear to God, started watching my stories. Like, I'm not lying. It's happened. I've seen her pop up. I've seen the booty heifer pop up. That's so mean. I'm not gonna call her that. I've seen this person pop up on my stories randomly, like maybe 3 times since I had that conversation with T. So that's kind of funny. I need to tell her that because I didn't tell her that yet. So I think that's going to be really funny. Even with the thing with T, so we're going to talk about how to deal with life-threatening diseases, or how to cope with life-threatening diseases. And the reason I picked that is because I was a host for she has a series called T-Bods Unplugged, and it's for sickle cell awareness, and I hosted it a few years ago, and I also know a few people, you know, who have lupus and even other diseases, and I was talking to her about it when we were trying to figure out what is this class going to be about. There were so many things, but I said I think the biggest thing is people who don't know what it's like to have a life-threatening disease. Like, how do you help a family or friend that does have one? Because you can't just say like, oh, it's going to be okay, or I know how you feel, because like the reality is you don't. So I talked to her about that, and then instead of making it about lupus and sickle cell disease, she said, why don't we make it about any life-threatening disease, because they're all the same, they have the same effects. So that's what we're going to do, and actually her daughter will be joining us on the interview as well. So I think it's going to be really good. So if you have a family or friend who is dealing with a life-threatening disease and you have a question for that, one, every time I do these interviews, I open it up to fans, so you can join us Friday at 3 p.m. Or if you have some, I actually have to send over the questions to her tonight. So yeah, if you have any ideas, I would love for you guys to help. I really like this setup. I didn't like that yellow. I wonder what the yellow would look like with this. I would like to pull something else from it, but this one looks way better. I had like moving backgrounds too. I'm just excited to have a green screen. Okay, so let's see what else is there. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Nate, I miss you. So Nate and I used to work together. Well, we did work together, and COVID happened. Hopefully you're still in here. That's what's trippy. I can't actually tell if people are on there, but Nate is a great person. We've been through some shit at work, like pretty much my bodyguard, because I could tell so many stories, like just, geez. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Shout out to JP. Anthony, I see you. You've always been supportive of everything. Thank you. Just Blaze, hope their house is good. I live in an apartment complex, but it still smells smoky. So, I mean, the alarms are off though, but that's my thing. Every time I hear a fire alarm, let me know if you guys are like this. So, if I hear a fire alarm, especially when it's a time like I am not awake, like 3 or 4 in the morning, I'm not going outside. I'm not going outside unless I hear panic and I actually see like smoke, because a lot of the times it's false. So I mean, probably not a good thing that I do that, but I do that. So even like, I'm like, I am not gonna let this potentially fake fire alarm ruin my story and my life, because this is an important story. Let's see. DJ19, been following you for a while, Jen. Always thought you were dope as fuck, as well as all your content. Congrats on the IG movement. Hopefully we can cross paths one day. Thank you. Love you, can't wait to watch it Friday. Oh, love you, can't wait to, sorry. I was like squinting or reading. We need a booty heifer emote. We actually really do. Yep. I've actually been thinking about what are my first emotes going to be. I'm about to be affiliate. So, damn, I'm going to end up clipping all this stuff. What background should I do? Because the yellow one was too like, eh. And like, I want to be able to keep talking, but we're obviously not talking about Instagram anymore. So if you guys have ideas for backgrounds, but anyway, yeah, booty heifer emote, I think that would be amazing to have a booty heifer emote, because I don't have a booty. So like, that makes it even funnier. And then when people see I have a booty heifer emote, they're going to be confused on where booty heifer came from, but only the people who came to my Twitch from the beginning will know what booty heifer came from. So yes, I think definitely a booty heifer emote. Fester Carter, your Kodak Black interview was funny. Thank you. So who wants to know a secret about that Kodak Black interview? I think that interview is almost at It's either almost at 2 million views or 3 million views. I actually feel like we should watch it. You look 18. Okay, this is my problem. I keep looking at a comment and then I'm about to react to the comment, and then by the time I react to the comment, I look at the next comment. So first thing, well, actually, I guess second thing, you look 18. I'm 30. So I don't think I'm going to age until I'm like 50. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, anyway, Kodak Black interview. Yeah, that's at like 2 million. Okay, let me see if I can pull it different. Let's see. Let's do... Oops. I'm trying to find a different background. Bright colors are going to wash you out. Dark colors and maybe matte pastel type. Okay, so let me try maybe like a teal. Let's see. Teal background. I like the gradient too. I think that looks cool. Teal gradient. Should I try that? Well, I guess you guys can just tell me what you like and you don't like. I think there's like a... Oh, this one's kind of cool. Okay, let me see. Oops. I'm saying oops like you guys can see what I did. Nope, there's a watermark on it. Teal background. I'll talk about the secret of the Kodak Black interview after I change my background, because I actually think this will be a good clip. Okay, should I just do this dark teal? Okay, let me see. I really like this pink though. Okay, let's see if it'll let me. Browse. Okay, see, now I'm just... Ooh. I kind of like the teal. Thank you, DJ19. He said bright colors are going to wash me out. What do you guys think? Teal, brighter. Oh, wow. My outfit definitely popped out way more with the teal. How far? Oh, my arm can go like right there. I think I like it. Do you guys like the teal? I do like, wow, like I like purple also, but I do like the solid color. So I'm going to keep it like this because it's less distracting. But if you guys don't like it, let me know, because I don't know, but I'm not mad at it. Anyway, secret to the Kodak Black interview. So at the time I had a full-time job in, well, it was in Hollywood, but I was saying the home base, the headquarters was in Newport Beach, so far as shit. And I remember it was a Monday, so I would go to Newport Beach every Monday, and it would take me legit like 2 hours in the morning to get there, and then 3.5 or 4 hours to go back because of the traffic. I had gotten the Kodak Black interview because my friend Dana at Revolt knew his manager at the time, and that manager reached out to her and asked who he should be doing interviews with, and I actually was his first video interview, but that's not the secret. So the secret is that interview is actually a lot longer than what you guys see, because his team had asked me to take out a certain part of the interview where we talked about things, and like I said earlier when I was doing my Instagram segment, anything that's like negative, I won't keep in there. And it wasn't something negative I asked, it was something he said, but I value my relationships so much. So I've never, any interview I had, if the artist or the manager asked me to either one, not put the interview out or cut out a certain part, I made sure that I did. But let me tell you, if I kept everything of all the interviews that I had, I would have went viral a long time ago. But that's the thing, it's like I value my relationships more than the numbers and going viral. So that's probably why not a lot of people have seen my content. Let's see. Oh, let me go up to the comments that while I was doing the Instagram part, because there's a lot. Oh, let's go back to don't acknowledge everything in the chat. Most of the clowns were talking shit in French. So do I gotta learn French now so I can know what to say back? 4.9 and below, you're a legal midget. You can get scholarships as well for it. Your classes are awesome. Thank you. Be yourself, girl. Yes. I felt weird. Take some clothes off. No. Give it to me. No. Are you beta testing it? It's alpha testing. So it's like even before the beta testing, which makes it even more crazy. Let's see. That's awesome. I was wondering who they're going to give it out to. Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, I heard about it. So if anyone in here doesn't follow, like, damn, I wish I had like a remote or something too. Oh, funny. So another fun fact about me, whenever I sit, I actually like can't sit like this. Like even in restaurants, I either have to be like this or I'm like I'm never, nah. Like that doesn't work for me. So I'm trying to like get comfortable, but like this is not it. But I think I can last for a little bit for now. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, who they were gonna give it to. So anyone who doesn't follow like Instagram, they announced this early June, and it's crazy because I was waiting and was just wondering like, oh, I guess it's not happening. And then it did, and I definitely didn't think I was going to be one of the first people to get it. So hopefully it works great. I'm really excited. I was going to say something on that note of that. Oh, the verification thing finally in the works. I'm only sharing that here because I'm excited about that. I got denied a lot. So like I've gotten people verified. I've gotten different artists, like smaller artists and bigger artists verified because I have a contact that knew someone at Instagram, but you had to pay to get verified, but there was a money back guarantee. And it always happened. So that's what I like about money back guarantees, because it's like, okay, they're really confident that it's going to work or you're going to like it. So I had him, but even with him, they said that I didn't have enough press. The person before him, I actually do have a lot of press. If you Google my name, I've had like outlets from like Billboard, Hot New Hip Hop, Vibe, Sway's Universe, Genius, like every blog has wrote about my interviews. So like the first person said not enough press. Then when there was the press, they said that the press wasn't about me, it was about the other person. But it was like, but you're talking about the other person because of what I got out of them when I did the interview. So that didn't make sense. And then, I don't know, and then I tried doing it when it became public, and like it's not even a big deal, but then it kind of is at the same time because it's hard to get the Instagram one because I have it everywhere else, like on Facebook and Twitch and whatnot. But yeah, so we're working on that. So I think I'll get that in the next, probably by the end of the month. So there's a process with that, and she helped me out with saying why she thought that I probably got flagged of why they wouldn't give it to me. So yeah, hopefully I'll have that and I can cross that off my list. I have so much shit on my list of things that I want to accomplish, and then they're just slowly like coming together. How funny would it be if I just fell? Because I almost did. I almost fell into the green screen. Let's see. Being a radio. Let's see. I'm catching up in the chats. Keep winning. Oh, thank you, Jim. You're definitely fun size because I can never comfortably sit on a chair like that cross-legged. Yeah, I have been sitting like that my whole life. Oh, okay. The lockumentary. I'm just going to make my chat bigger next time, or maybe I can just pull up this. No, probably not. I was like, can I just pull it up on like an iPad I don't have. So can I just pull up the thing so I can still see it though, which is surprising because, like I said, legally blind, but I'll get into that after I answer the lockumentaries question. How important are internships when breaking into your industry? So they are important, but they're also not important at all. I've had a few internships. I've had a few internships and I've also had a few interns throughout my career. There's a few factors that come into it. So first, it's what type of internship you get. Are you getting an actual internship where you're doing important things, or is it an internship where you're just like getting coffee and not doing anything but just sitting there? So obviously they're important on paper when it comes to like having that experience, but sometimes even that experience isn't actually an experience. So it's like good on paper, but not really valuable if you're not actually doing anything. So I think the biggest thing is that when people go for internships, so we'll just actually, Lockumentary, if you can tell me if you're still on here, if you're trying to get an internship, like because you're interested in radio or TV, I would love to use that as an example, but I will use radio as an example just for the sake of this stream. So say you want an internship in radio. By default, we all want the internship with the bigger company. So when you think, okay, if you think like terrestrial radio, you're going, and in LA, you're going to think like Power 106 or Real 92.3. Chicago, because that's where I'm from, you're going to think B96 and 103.5 Kiss FM. The problem with that is when you go to these big corporate companies, legally they can't allow you to do certain tasks, and those tasks are going to end up being things that like you would want to do for the actual experience. You just can't do that because you have to be compensated for that. So that's why sometimes internships you can't do that. And then also when you're at a corporate company and then there's a lot of people, they're not going to trust the intern to do that. Now if you intern at a company that's not corporate like that, like Dash Radio, where I'm at, you get a better hands-on experience because it's not being ran by like a bajillion people. So the interns I've had, like they had real tasks, and whenever I would do their exit interviews and talk to them and get the feedback of what they liked, what they didn't like, they all liked that they were able to actually learn something. Whenever I give someone an internship, I want to make sure that they actually enjoy it, because I've had internships that I absolutely hated, and I was about to say that I had internships that I loved, but that would be a lie. I hated them, but I mean, I guess hate's a strong word. It's not that I hated them, it's just I couldn't get the real experience because how big the companies were. So I had internships with the Chicago Bulls, with NBC, and yeah, like it's great to be able to say those names. And again, so grateful that I had those internships and that experience, but it was a situation where it was better on paper and being able to use that on my resume. And I actually learned a lot more when I was working for smaller companies where people weren't fighting for like that internship spot. So if you are going to go for an internship and you want one, I highly recommend going after the smaller companies first, because you're going to learn a lot more, and then you'll have more experience for when you want to work for the bigger company and you have the experience of the things that they're looking for, that you could probably skip over the internship part and just go straight into a job. So I think that a lot of people overlook the smaller companies when really the smaller companies are the ones that are going to like teach you the most and going to be the most valuable. So more broadly entertainment, but yes, let's say, oops, sorry. Well, I did do radio, but it applies for that. Fessler Carter, did you like working for the Bulls? Would you work in sports as a career? Okay, so I talked about this a few streams ago, so I won't get too much into it, just for people who came back. Did I like working for the Bulls? Yes and no. Yes, because actually I always wanted to be a sports reporter. I never thought I was going to get into music. I never wanted to get into music. I wanted to be a sports reporter and in basketball and the NBA. So getting that internship was a dream come true. But sometimes God just gives us things that we think we want, just to show that you actually didn't want that at all. And I think the reason I got that internship was because of that, because I was so set on that. And then at the time that I was interning for the Bulls, I was also working for a small music blog. Well, they're big in Chicago. It's called Go Where Hip Hop. And I was working with them while I was working with the Bulls, and I was getting interviews with the Bulls players through Go Where Hip Hop, but then the Bulls internship didn't allow me to like do any interviews or like anything at all. So yes and no. Like I said, I appreciate the opportunity, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime. But I wasn't taken seriously in it. And now with sports, when I watch, well, not anymore because like the world's fucked up, but when I used to watch sports like basketball, it always interested me. And this isn't to shit like on anybody, but when I would see reporters talk to the players, it's a very quick interview. So it's very like, you just have to have your question and you're just getting the answer from the player, and then you don't have to even respond and there's no conversation. So I don't really like that because I'm a talker, so I like talking. And I don't, like I wouldn't shut down an opportunity if it came up as far as like, hey, would you want this sports gig? I wouldn't want something full time because that's not what I'm passionate about, but I wouldn't pass up the opportunity, but that's not something that I would actively be seeking because I need something more like conversational. So, but I am actually going to interview athletes more, but more for my series. So I'm probably going to say this wrong, but I have an interview with Le'Veon Bell from the Jets. That will be top of next week. I don't know when. I just know it's top of early next week. Look, probably said the name wrong. Maybe I didn't, but I'm not, that's what's always worked with my interviews. It's because I'm not a fan and I don't know much about it, it ends up just being a conversation. So I don't know if I want like our classroom interview to be something about balancing two careers because he just released music. If I want it to be about something completely different, like, I don't know yet. I just have to do more research, but I am going to expand more. So it's not just hip hop. I really want to expand outside of hip hop. I want to expand on my content and not do just interviews. I love doing things like this where it's live and just seeing where it goes. And I thought of so many more ideas that I can do on Twitch, but I really like the setup. So now I'm even more excited because it's like, I can just play around with different colors. Maybe I can base it off my mood. If I'm being honest and I'm being transparent, I haven't streamed in the past week, but honestly, it's because I was in a bad fucking mood. So maybe next time I'm in a bad mood, I'll just have like a red background or something. I don't know what mood is associated with like angry and moody, but I will find out. Just started my first internship. It's not bad at all. Can't believe the people I'm working for are still congratulations. Who is your first internship with? The infamil Hey Jin. Hello. Let's see. Oh, I see another question. How is living in LA? So one thing I wish Twitch and YouTube, you guys could see each other's comments because I love the interaction with it. But, I don't smell the smoke anymore, by the way, but my nose feels like it got stuffy because of whatever was going on. So I think the building's okay. See, that would have sucked if I had to stop my live because of the fire alarm. And it's like, well, I guess it was someone else's fire alarm. But even if it was the fire alarm for the whole building, I wouldn't have stopped my live. And we would have just waited to see what happened. So someone said, how is living in LA? Living in LA is good. I've been here for 8 years in September. So I've been here for 8 years, so I basically feel like I'm from here. I mean, I love it. I love the weather. I love the opportunities that are here. It's really like become my home, which is crazy because I never would have thought that I would have left Chicago ever. And I moved when I was 22. That's very young. So I moved across the country from Chicago when I was 22, but best decision I ever made. Actually, I would love to share the story of why I moved to LA in the first place. Would you guys like to watch the video of me telling that story in 2012 on my YouTube? Or would you rather me just tell it live right now and in the version of now? That didn't really make sense. Maybe that made sense. Let me know, because I think it's very inspiring and will give you the chills, and I think that's something that would be great. And I can play with my green screen. I pointed at the green screen, like, yeah, but it could play in the background, and I think that would be cool. So maybe we can test that out too. Before I get into that, you're looking Chinese/Filipino tonight. Well, I'm Filipino. Maybe I don't know where the Chinese came from. Maybe my hair? I don't know. Damn. Okay, so Black Entrepreneur 24 says tell it live. Jim Photo Art Magic says the 2020 version. Okay. Okay, so why I moved to LA. This story will freak you out. It'll really freak you out, but in a good way. So I feel like tonight is just the tell Jen's life story vibes. I don't know. Okay, so quick question. So right now I'm looking at the camera, okay? So I'll look while I'm talking. And then right now I'm looking at the screen to make sure that I'm not going blurry. Can you guys tell the difference, or does it look like I'm not looking at the camera? I'm also going to invest in another camera, even though this green screen makes me feel like I don't have to. Again, I just love all your guys' feedback and just being able to figure that out. So I will try to do the same thing where I'm just going to tell the story and then try not to look in the chat so I can tell the full story, but I'm sure I'll get distracted because I know the reactions are going to be like, what the fuck? I really got to stop swearing. Maybe I should have like a swear jar emote, because I don't know. I mean, it just comes out. But okay, why I moved to LA. So in 2012, I came here to visit two of my best friends. And like I said, I used to work for Go Where Hip Hop, which was a music blog. And when I was scheduling my visit, I thought, oh, I can set up interviews while I'm here. So set up an interview with Kayla Brianna Smith, which is Kenny Smith's daughter, an Interscope. And I forgot where the interview was. I remember it was somewhere around the valley, because I remember when I was going there and back seeing Universal Studios and the NBC building and the Sheraton, and I thought it was so cool. And like driving through hills, I just thought it was so cool. And ironically, I live like right by there, so it's just, that's crazy now to think. It's like, yeah, I can see that, all of that from my place. And anyway, so we do this interview, and at the end of the interview, her manager asked me, what is it that you want to do? That was 2012. At that time I was doing interviews for 3 years, and he asked, what is it that you want to do? And I said, I want to have my own show. Usually when I tell people that I want to have my own show, it's like, oh, what do you want it to be about? That's so cool. That was not his response. Instead, he said, then why are you in Chicago? I didn't know how to answer that, because I was like 22, 21? No, 21 at the time. And I was in Chicago because, like I said, I never even thought that I would leave Chicago, where my family is, my friends, and like where I started my career and where all my connections were. So I didn't really have a response to him other than, I don't know. I legit think I told him, I don't know. So he said, if you can make that many connections and do, I don't know why my nose is so itchy. If you can make that many connections and do that many interviews in Chicago where no one is, imagine how much more you can do here in Los Angeles, where everybody is, the TV studios, all the celebrities. And I'm like, that's a really valid point. So I left that day and I got on the train, and I was sitting on the train, and for some reason I thought, not even I thought, I just started to pray to God. I didn't like pray out loud in the middle of the train. I just started praying in my head. And I just remember sitting on that train and saying, God, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to make a decision right now. Do I leave Chicago, leave my family and my friends and all the connections and everything I've built there, and move to a city where I have no family, no friends, and no connections, and just start over? And I said, please give me a sign. Okay. So usually, I don't know about you guys, when you ask God for a sign, it's not instant. Like I don't know, it takes a little bit of time in my past experiences, but with this experience, it was not. So I'm just on the train saying, all right, please give me a sign, because I feel like for some reason I have to make a decision right now, May 2012, on this train in LA. Get off the train, and there was this crazy lady. I don't know what street we were on, but she was coming this way, I'm going that way, and she was yelling at people. So it was like this crazy homeless lady, I don't know, but she was yelling at people and like throwing shit. And all I kept thinking was, don't look at her, don't look at her, don't look at her. Like when I'm about to pass. Oh no, before that, when I saw her like screaming and throwing shit at people, I tried to cross the street, but another train came, so I couldn't. So then I'm thinking, don't look at her, don't look at her, don't look at her, don't look at her. But what do you think I did? Like, when I'm telling myself, don't do that. So me and her make eye contact, and she yells and she says, follow your passion, in this gremlin, creepy voice. And I was so confused. And my friend was with me at the time, and he was about maybe like 5 to 10 feet ahead of me. And he's like, what did that lady just say to you? So I wasn't crazy. This crazy lady actually yelled, follow your passion, to me. So that was my instant sign. And when I got that sign, I got back to my hotel and I called my parents and I told them that I was moving to Los Angeles when Chris went to college. Chris is my younger brother. When he went to college around Labor Day, and they just said, okay. Like, that's what's been crazy. My parents are Filipino, but my parents never made me be a nurse and never disowned me for not wanting to be a nurse. And they just said, okay. And they supported it, and they've always been so supportive. I spent that whole summer applying for jobs, like everywhere. I remember copying my reel onto a DVD, making a collage that had pictures of everyone I interviewed, and then it had my name on it. I should try to find a picture of it. And I mailed it to everyone from like ABC, Nickelodeon, NBC, the Clippers, the Lakers. Anyone you could think of, I was sending my my DVD to. So I heard back from Nickelodeon, and I heard back from the Clippers. Once Nickelodeon called me the first time, I didn't hear from them again after that. And for the Clippers, I did a phone interview. It was a digital marketing or digital social media or something. That's what the job was. Didn't get that job, and I didn't hear from anybody, so I had nothing going. So here comes July. So I started applying like in May. Here comes July. I'm driving. I don't even know why I was in Vegas, but I was in Vegas with my uncle, my aunt, and my cousins. And then I got an email from Hot New Hip Hop that said, hey, we got your reel and we're interested in having you be a correspondent in Chicago. I applied for Hot New, well, I didn't know who Hot New Hip Hop was. So I asked one of my friends who does music if Hot New Hip Hop was big, and they said, oh, yeah, like I was an idiot, but I didn't know. And so I got a job with Hot New Hip Hop in Chicago. But it was just one-off, so I would get paid like $100 per interview that I did. And when I wanted to move to LA, here comes in the middle of August, I asked if they would have any jobs in LA because I want to move to LA. And they said, unfortunately, no. It's the only thing that we can offer you is the same thing that you have right now, where it's on a per case basis. So it's $100 per interview, and $100 per interview obviously isn't going to pay anything in LA. But I still moved anyway. I packed my car, drove across the country, no job lined up, no plan, but I'm like, I have to go. Crazy lady told me I have to go, so I'm going. I get to LA. I start, of course, my parents helped me get settled when I first moved out here. I can't imagine how scary that was for them, because it's like 22 years old, moving to LA to be by myself and go after this dream of being a TV personality, doing all this stuff. But like, it's just amazing that they never stopped me. And I found an apartment in Van Nuys. I was just applying for just regular jobs. I ended up going to the Burbank Town Center to go to Aldo, because I used to be a manager at Aldo when I was 18 in downtown Chicago and like in the suburbs. And the manager there said they were actually looking for a manager, so I did have that job within that first week that I was there. That day, she asked me if I could come in Thursday to just get coffee and just get to know each other, and then fill out all the paperwork. And then on Thursday, when I was walking out, mind you, this is the first week of me being in LA. When I was walking out of my apartment in Van Nuys, my phone rang, and it was Hot New Hip Hop, and I thought it was the person who hired me originally and who I was working with. And I was like, hey, Jason. And he's like, oh, this isn't Jason. This is, so I don't want to say his name just because he was the owner of Hot New Hip Hop, and no one knew that. So I'm like, who's that? And he's like, I'm the owner of Hot New Hip Hop. And are you busy? I lied and said no, even though I was about to go to this, I don't want to say job interview, but I don't know, job paperwork thing. And because I didn't know why he was calling me. So said no, went back in my apartment, and he said, out of all the correspondence that we had, you have booked more interviews than we have as a company combined, and I was hoping you were looking for a full-time job. And even saying that story like out loud now is like, that's another thing of like God doing something that I wasn't expecting to work out. I haven't told that story in a long time, and I never was gonna be one of those people that like cried or teared up like on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. So like, no, this actually, I don't know why, that made me really emotional for some reason. And I think it's because I remember how terrified I was to leave like the only place and only home and my family and my friends and everything I knew at 22 and go to this crazy ass city with no plan, no savings. And within a first week of being there, I was offered a full-time job, and I didn't have to worry about it once I got here. But I asked them like 2 weeks before I actually drove out here if there was a full-time opportunity, and there wasn't. And it's like, that's some scary shit. And to be able to get that job, once I got here, just, it instilled this lesson in me where it's like, God has all these blessings for you and these opportunities, but sometimes he's not going to give you them unless you take a leap of faith and show that you actually have that faith. And having faith all the time is extremely scary, whether that is with your career or your personal life. But it's like, I have so many different stories that I could sit here all day, and if I told you my whole story, where it's all been about faith and just saying fuck it and seeing what happens. And I know saying fuck it and faith in the same sentence is, what's the word? Hypocritical. I know that in the eyes of everyone else that's hypocritical, but I'm not a fake person, and I don't pretend to be a person that I'm not. I believe in God in so much, and I have so much faith, but I also swear a lot. Like I said, I need like a swear jar. Like maybe that's another amount, but it's, yeah, I have a very, very crazy story. So that's why I moved to LA. It was only supposed to be about the crazy homeless lady, but it ended up being about the whole journey of getting to here. And I've learned so much since I've moved here, and it's crazy to be reminded of that. And I'm glad you guys told me to tell the 2020 version, because telling that story out loud, I don't like talking about myself and my story, because I feel like that's, I don't know if that's like cocky or if that's conceited, but I really almost just had a moment like when I talked about that, and I wasn't expecting that. And it's just, yeah, you just really never know. And then with this whole thing with Instagram and Facebook that just happened, like it's just right, like when I don't know, like, it's not that I wanted to give up on my dream. It wasn't that. I just was so discouraged, and it ended up working out anyway. So now I'm really excited to see what God actually has for me. I feel like I was meant to come across Twitch at this time, because I'm seeing how it can actually be my own show in its own way. I love, I probably said I love this setup like 80,000 times, but I really do like this way of being able to interact. I love having the background. I think that I could play around a lot with that. I think there's a lot of stories that I can tell. I think that we can make it like an advice, not category, an advice segment. I don't know what it is. There's things I want to do, like random things that I learned. There's also this thing I really want to do called higher thinking, when it's things I think about when I'm high, because yes, I smoke weed and I eat edibles because it helps me sleep. But my thought process when all that is going on is very interesting. So like, I don't know if I want to do like late night, like higher thinking stuff and look up things with you guys and tell you what I'm thinking. But the last time I ate an edible, I hadn't eaten one in like a month, and I did on Saturday, and I low-key had like a panic attack, so that probably wouldn't have been good on Twitch. But I'm thinking of doing that. Yeah. So I don't know. I have different ideas. I want to talk about like finances and be able to like teach people like what I know. I want to be able to bring interviews on here. I want to be able to reflect on like stories. Like I don't know what it is, but I'm excited that I finally found like a platform that I'm able to do that. I have so many stories. Like I'm just thinking of so much more. But let me check the chat really quick before. Play Chris James No Coffee song. That sounds like a really great song. Um, Everyone yearns to be heard. It's not cocky. It's part of the human condition. Communication. Love that. Them legs though. Your hair is so long. You know what's funny? That's actually one of my next things I'm posting. So I actually just got a trim because I wanted layers. But I measured my hair like a weirdo with a tape measure, and guess how long it was? It was probably, well, I mean, I only trimmed 2.5 inches on Saturday when I went to go get a haircut. She wanted to cut off 5 because she said 5 inches of my hair was damaged, but I was like, you better not like touch that. So how long do you think my hair was? Because I actually really did measure it. While I wait for anyone to guess, if you want to guess, I will read the rest of this. I have a similar story working in pro sports. Wish I could say what I do for work in this public forum. Love it. It's crazy, yeah. It's like there's certain things that you can't share. That's another thing that I like about Twitch, because it's like it deletes, but I love that I'm able to just pull whatever like highlights and clips. That would be cool. Smoke sessions with Jen. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't think I can like flat out like just rip a bowl like online. But I'd probably get in trouble for that. But I think I would just tell you guys these are the activities I was doing before I came on here. Let's talk. When you moved, did you have anything saved before leaving? No, I didn't. Like I said, I'm grateful for my parents because they were able to help me with I needed a deposit for my first month's rent, like for my apartment, and then like getting my place together. So they had covered me for that. So that first month I was good, but then after that, my parents have never had to give me a penny in the 8 years I've been here. So just that first month. So that's pretty cool. I love my parents. I really do. Well, no one guessed the hair thing, but whoever said your hair is long. So it was 27 inches. And then I cut off, like 2.5, 3. So now it's at like 24. But it looks longer because, like I said, for 11.5. So it kind of just takes my whole body. Love your pants. Thank you. They're actually shorts from, I'm pretty sure these are from Fashion Nova. I do like that they look like pants because of how I set this up. I would love to see you high. It'll be real trip. It is trippy. Like, it is because it's, I don't know, I have this theory about it where, okay, so weed obviously used to be illegal. Now it's legal. I have hiccups. Now it's legal basically everywhere. And if anyone else that's watching, like, it's like crazy because I can only have indica. I cannot have sativa. Sativa will freak me out because nothing is worse than being high and being sleepy and not being able to sleep. And then indica just like knocks you out. And then also it, you like think about all this weird shit. And then I was thinking about like maybe they made it illegal because of all the things that people will come up with and all these like conspiracy theories and of like what would be true. And I don't know, now it's legal, so I feel like it would be a funny, I don't know if that's something I do like just at night or I only do it at night. I can't do it during the day. I'm not a functional pothead. I'm not even a pothead like that. I'm not. I need it to sleep because I never sleep, but I never smoke or eat an edible or anything during the day, or if I'm going to be around people like that, because like I have to be by myself because I like trip out. So it actually doesn't make sense that I would want to do this live on Twitch. But I think it'll be a great experience. So maybe when I do that segment, maybe I do a lime green background, not lime green, like a dark green, like leafy. Like green. I think that would be good. I'm an advocate for cannabis products usage, but man, I can't. Scary showers. Showers actually make the high for me go away. So I won't eat edible or smoke until after I shower because I get really mad when like I have a good high and then I shower and then it's gone and it's like I have to start over and now I just wasted my weed or my edible. So I can't. They made it illegal because the front companies lied to have it schedule a class on narcotics and group as cocaine, heroin, because if we was using medicinally, it would hurt their pockets hard. I believe that. Oh, so on Saturday when I ate that edible, I think it hit me harder because I chewed it way too much. It's just a little gummy, and usually when I have the gummy, I just bite into it once and I'm good, and then just like swallow it. But for some reason, I was chewing it like gum that day and like chomped it into a million pieces, and I think that's what made it hit harder. So I really was freaking out. So then I was trying to look up ways the next day of how to get rid of your high. So like obviously I need to like shower and like exercise. But it was so bad that I'm like, no, I need something instant. And I was laughing because when I Googled how to get on high, you know how like Google has the, what's it called? The suggested searches or the common searches. So the common search was how to get on high ASAP. And I was dying because like that's really funny. It's really a thing. And then I started reading this article. I'll read that article next time because it was actually really funny reading high. But I did learn that pepper, like if you sniff pepper, it'll make it go away. Unfortunately, I didn't learn that until the next day, and I haven't like ate an edible or anything since. So I'm gonna try that. But if you have any methods of how to get on high ASAP, please let me know. Why aren't you married? Not to judge, it's all good. I'm not married yet because it's just not the right time, but I definitely will get married in the future. I don't know when that is, but I think it'll be, I don't think it's going to be like 10, 15 years from now, but it's also not going to be like next year in the next couple years. Yeah, pepper. It said pepper. I actually, I really should read the article to you guys of the different things. Maybe, how long have I been live? Isn't there a thing that can tell you how long you've been live? I wanted to see because I wanted to do, I'm going to read the article because you guys are fascinated about the pepper and how it makes sense. Moving my thing. I think I'm going to end on that. I would like to read this article that made me laugh so hard about how to get on high. And I actually would love, let me see if I can get this to work right, where I show you how to get on high ASAP. Oh man, it was very, very funny. Was it this? Let me, like, just the wording of this writer was so funny. Let me see. Okay, I found it. All right, let me pull this up on my fancy green screen. And let's see. 1 hour, 17 minutes. Thank you. Let's see. Watch that article be a troll article. No, it's not. I don't think so. It's actually really funny. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's really funny. Window capture. Okay. You guys are going to crack up. Is this going to pop up? Oh, shit. Hold on. Yes! Oh, this looks so much cooler without me being in this box. Okay, wait. Let me move me. Okay, why is it? Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with... So it is... Oh, I love this. Okay. Nope. Let me move me. I don't need to take up that much of the screen. Okay. This is going to be like my version of a classroom, but it's about weed. So not exactly inspirational, but funny. But this is some stuff that I would want to include in my smoke session, higher thinking segments. Okay, you guys ready? So we're going to go here. Oh, see this thing with this damn green screen. I can't see what I'm, 5. Oh no, see my hand definitely crops when I try to point. Whatever, you know what I was trying to do. Okay, 5 pro tips to come down from a marijuana high quickly by Daniel Guarchio. I definitely said that wrong. Okay, so let's see. I don't need to watch the video. I think reading it will be funnier. So Okay, let's see. More people than ever have access to legal cannabis, and you can expect many will get way too high. Here's how to come down from a marijuana high quickly. More American people than ever have access to legal cannabis, and you can expect that a lot of people are going to marine down themselves into a blanket burrito. This is what many call rookie syndrome, when you just get too stoned to function normally. Here's how to come down from a marijuana high quickly. Whether smoking a high THC strain for the first time or eating something more potent than what you're used to, getting too stoned is something that happens to many people at some point. Proper dosage greatly affects an experience, and that becomes hard to do when you're smoking or eating something particularly tasty. Beginners are most susceptible to getting too stoned, but don't worry. You won't die, no one has yet. When I read that part, I was laughing because I really thought that was going to be me when I was having my panic attack. Getting on high is not exactly as easy as you think, but there are certain things that can definitely help you out of a corner. Like many intoxicants, it's really a waiting game, as you have to allow time for your body to metabolize the THC just like you would with alcohol. That's also why edibles can be dicey. The effects take more time to fully present and longer to die down as they travel through your system. Edibles and dosage in general can work on everyone differently, so if you don't have a firm idea of your tolerance, caution is your best bet. Okay, number 1, breathe. This can seem like a duh piece of advice, but it really isn't easy to remember if you're coughing up a lung or starting to hit an anxiety plateau. Deep belly breaths are important to do throughout the day for optimal oxygenation, I clearly can't say that word, of your blood, but they can also get you out of a jam if things start feeling too fuzzy. If you have a smartphone, a free app can prompt you to do this throughout the day or whenever you need to check in. Just 1 minute of focused breathing is usually enough to undo a nosedive from a too deep bong rip. Okay, yeah, bongs, no, that's like a lot. Okay, so number 2 said lemon pepper, but the thing I read said pepper. I guess it's the same thing. Science is slow to give us, I would love to hear you guys' feedback on this stuff too. Science is slow to give us bedrock guidelines about not only dosage of cannabis, but how to alter, extend, or end a high. Right now, what we know is based on the entourage effect, which is how cannabinoids and terpenes work together to create different intoxication effects. From what we know about terpenes, I'm probably saying that wrong, lemon and pepper share more than a few chemicals with cannabis. It is these chemicals, all these things I don't know, that help to create an active, less anxious cannabis experience. This can help fish you out of a pothole too. Simply squeeze a lemon and crack some pepper into water, or waft peppercorns under your nose, but not up it. Essential oils would also work great for a quick fix. These terpenes help mitigate anxious or paranoid feelings, helping to center your stone. So, rips bowl while listening. Okay, DJ19, how about you get high and go get some lemon pepper and let us know if this works. Jen, hey, would you kick me in the balls very hard with a pair of heels on for $9,000? That is a very weird question, but for $9,000, yep, I probably would. I would use that $9,000 towards my school loans. Lemon pepper. So do you guys think it works? Doesn't work? Number 3, hydrate. Water has a way of undoing plenty of life's mishaps. Chugging a big glass of water is not a silver bullet, but generally helps take the edge off any type of excess. Being dehydrated can also make you feel lightheaded to start, and mixing that with any substance is pretty much not ideal. Being hydrated before you even smoke is a great way to prevent drama. I've never really seen someone high, like, start drama. Like, drunk, yeah, but high, you're too, like, relaxed and happy. Number 4, caffeine. We're almost done, 2 left. Having a nice mid-afternoon coffee can't make you on high, but it can help you refocus. If you find yourself too sleepy or foggy, caffeine is key to keeping the wheels on. Caffeine is one of the most consumed substances in the world, and it's because our brains work harder on it. Coffee or tea can give you a few minutes to get together, and if you're not eating or had a pick-me-up in the afternoon, caffeine could be the tipping point between medicated and messed up. Just make sure the coffee does not contain cannabis as well. I don't like coffee. I had coffee once, like in high school, and I'd never try it again after that. Whenever I go to Starbucks, I get a vanilla bean frappuccino with caramel. Number 5, eat, shower, take a nap. These are all interchangeable to suit the situation you may find yourself in while too high. Taking a shower is simply hitting the pillow, our last-ditch efforts to settle down an overzealous experience. In fact, being the basics of self-care, eating, bathing, and sleeping could just be what you were missing and can snap you out of a downward spiral so you can go about your business. Getting too high can suck regardless of you doing it on purpose or by accident. Using the above tactics can help you take a breather from being too up in the clouds. Oh shit, why is this yellow? No, I don't want yellow. Hold on. Get rid of that. Okay, there you go. Let me put me back. So that was my article. Oh, well, I guess I don't have to go back to where I was sitting because this is going to be the end of my stream. I kind of want to try it out, but then I feel like I'd be mad surprised if it worked. No, I think, why would you be mad? I'd be so happy because it's like, I wish I knew that sooner. Crucial Cam, thanks for joining on YouTube. Yeah, I guess no, damn. See, now that he said no Tetris, now it's like, do I have to try Tetris? Because now I feel like I have to. I feel like that was a challenge and I'm in a good mood. This was a really great stream. So maybe I will end the stream on Tetris. Oh yeah. Oh, that makes sense. DJ One Night said because my high is gone. My dumbass. I didn't even think about that. That is true. I would not want my high to be gone. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Radio Dizzle, you should try a radio show on Twitch. So I should definitely format this as if it were an actual show because this is my 6th stream. And I've just been playing around with different things, but my thing with radio is I like being on camera. I try to have a podcast and it did well. I liked it a lot. It was called Bottled Up. But I just like having a camera and creating that kind of content. So that's the only reason why I didn't, but I really should format this like a radio show and treat it like that. Because I definitely need to make this a show and I definitely always want to hit 1 hour. So I'm actually going to write down, 1 hour. What segments did you guys like? Did you like the storytelling? Did you like all that? I really think I'll have this down in the next week. Let's see. I'll test it out for you and I'll message you on IG or something if you see it and let you know if it works. My curiosity is definitely getting the best. Yes, please let me know. Even though I don't have my notifications on Instagram, I do check them every once in a while, but I will definitely look for yours because I do want to know if the pepper works. Look into Rodecaster Pro. Okay, I definitely, is that for, to do like a radio show? I know what a Rode is, or is that, what's it called? Oh, I use that for my callers, DJs, pods, segs, and production. Perfect. Yeah, I will look that up. Yeah, so before I go, last time I played Tetris and I was playing Kanye with it, but what's it called? YouTube flagged me because of the music. Or was it Def Jam? I don't know. YouTube Def Jam. Someone flagged me. So no, I can't. I'm going to have music my next stream because I hate when there's no background music. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do 1 round of Tetris and see if I can beat this score. Video, where am I? Here I am. Oh, I love this green screen. Hold on. I love it. Look, now it's like I'm like really, really playing. How big should I make me? Okay, so last time people were making fun of how concentrated I am. Now you're really going to see my face. Let's see. Weird article of the day. Yeah, so what I want to do with that is like I really look up random things all the time because I'm so curious about the world. So I'm going to do Tetris. You see my score. Oh, this worked. Okay. Oh, damn it. This worked with the green screen. 123,676, 103,436, 78,720, 77,751, 77,342. I don't know if I could beat that high score. That was pretty high. So let's do 1 round of Tetris before I go. Let's see. Is the music gonna play? Hey. Wait. Hold on. Oh, right. Because I listened to Kanye last time. We need to play the music. I'll do 50%. Let's see. Let's see if it worked. There it is. Let me see if it's too loud. Wait, I'm like not ready for Tetris. I'm so excited to be affiliate. I think before I checked, I had to stream 2 more days, so I obviously just did 1 more. And then I had 5.5 hours, and I have to do 8, so I think I'm probably close to 2 hours now. So let's see. Do a weather forecast, the high version. I should definitely do that, and it will be a disaster, but I am down. Yes, please tell me any ideas that you guys have and that you would love to see. Oh, I've told you guys before, the other game I really like is Pac-Man. So maybe I'll get into that next stream. Actually, I have so many ideas. Next stream, I want to watch a preaching. Even though I want to do those on Sundays, sometimes I like watching them on random days, especially like when I can't sleep, because I feel like that's when I can really pay attention to stuff, and then it's late at night. So I think there's a few TD Jake preachings I've been wanting to watch, so probably do that next. Who knows? I'm random. I definitely wasn't planning to play Tetris, but then Crucial Cam had to call me out, so now I am playing this. Maybe I should have like a story time segment. Trying to look at it. You have any tequila left over from the taste? I have a lot of tequila left over from the tasting. That tequila was way too strong. I'm actually glad I didn't live stream that because I was drunk. It was not good. I mean, no, the tequila was great, but not, wouldn't have been a good look. I did stream after, what's it called? I fucked up. I streamed after the tasting, and I was a little buzzed, and I wasn't getting mad. I was just talking shit to people in my YouTube comments. This is kind of a good game. Let me see. I gotta find a Tetris where like other people can play too, so that you guys don't have to just sit and watch, but then we can like compete. I definitely have to find music for the streams. So yeah, if you guys have suggestions where YouTube won't hit me with a copyright, I don't have time for that. Oops. Damn. Well, this isn't good. halfway to 100. Oh wow, how did I clear all that? I like zoned out for a second. What's the day today? Thursday? Oh, it's only Wednesday. Yeah, I'll probably go live tomorrow or Friday. Oh no, Friday is my Instagram stuff. A lot to edit. I always get nervous when it starts going faster. Wait, my computer's being slow. There's like a delay. It's like when your phone's overheating. That's what it feels. That's what it feels like right now. Why is it doing that? Do you guys like the Tetris better with the green screen? I don't think I'm beating my score. Shit. Yeah, nope. Wait, maybe. Nope. Yeah, my thing. Okay. Yeah, my thing keeps freezing up. I've been on too long. How long have I been live now? I really try not to go past an hour because, I mean, I get people will stick around for a long time like that too, but I don't want to, I don't know. Is it better? I'm done. Oh, I still beat the other scores. Am I better, what's it called? Oops. What the fuck? Oh, to add. Hold on. Am I better off doing longer streams and less, or more frequent streams and more? But yes, I think today was a good stream. Let me check really quick to see if there's anything else in the comments. Yay, 1 hour, 38 minutes. Your version of famous fairy tales. I've seen people use music on SoundCloud or music from YouTube that's approved. I could show you some ideas. I'd appreciate that. I know that Harris Heller has a lot. So I will, I'll figure out, I'm going to start figuring out what my schedule is actually going to be. So if I did 1 hour and 38 minutes, that's 6:30, 7. So that's about 7 hours and 10 minutes, which means I only have to go live for another 50 minutes and then I will hit affiliate. So I'll probably do that tomorrow or Friday. I keep saying Friday, so it either has to be tomorrow or it has to be another day this week. But I'm going to be affiliate this week. Thanks, guys, for sticking around for this stream. I hope that you guys liked the stories. Mingle Vision, I appreciate you for sharing a few moments of your life. You're welcome. I have so many stories, so maybe I'll figure out what's the best way to tell those stories. Maybe I'll have inspirational stories. Maybe I'll have funny stories and all kinds of stories. Crucial Cam, thanks for putting me on blast for Tetris and for joining. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. It's Wednesday, so it's almost the weekend. Not that it matters with all the shit that's going on. And yeah, I'm really excited. So thanks for being my friends tonight and having people to talk to. I love that, and I really do love Twitch. So I will see you guys